Good evening, everybody. How is everybody this evening? I just wanted to hop on because I had a autopsy discussion, but the audio wasn't there. So let me make sure our audio is good now before I continue. Hello. Looks good to me. I'm gonna switch over to that. How's that? So, all right, guys. I was going through. So as far as the toxicology report, I see this a little bit. It seemed a little bit confusing. Everybody they were saying that ethanol was the ethanol and that was alcohol, and it was 0.88 in her system. So that was right under the legal limit. Okay. You cannot definitively say that due to the decomposition of the body. Okay. Decomp produces ethanol, period. Okay. So even if you want, that's not accurate. You can't take it as accurate, especially 2 weeks after the fact. If this was performed within, hours of death as it's supposed to be, that'd be a whole different story. But I just wanted to clear that up about the whole ethanol in the toxicology report. So really the only definitive drug you could absolutely say that Kiely had in her system was THC delta 9 or whatever, delta carboxy, whatever the hell whatever they want to call that THC stuff. All right, so let's go here too. So I hear people complain. People want to go off on conspiracy theories, this, that, and the other thing. I agree. Sometimes it gets a little wild, but when you open the door for it, I mean, you're kind of asking for it. And let's just get real with identifying remains. How do you identify somebody's remains? Anybody? All right. Little Johnny in the front there. Go ahead, bud. How do you identify somebody's remains, little Johnny? Well, you do it by fingerprints, their dental records, their DNA. Right, Johnny. Right, little Johnny. Correct. You do. Neither of these steps were taken in identifying Kiely Rodni. We could not identify her by fingerprints written in the autopsy report due to the state of decomposition. There was no way to get fingerprints. So take that away. There was also a box checked off that they did not know who Kiely's dentist was. So they did not check or identify her through dental records. Third, they did not identify her through DNA. We wouldn't have had results back yet. So how was Kiely Rodni identified? She was identified by contradicting statements that she was facially recognized by the coroner. That later states that the body was unrecognizable and you couldn't tell male, female, or you could tell none of that, and you couldn't see who it was. Also states he identified her by facial looking at her. Make a lot of sense, huh? So then let's move on to the incident report by Nevada County. Mortuary section. Detective Saunier told so-and-so Kiely would be transported to the mortuary. No mortuary photographs were taken by this investigator. Okay. Let's go down to attachments. Same page. On the incident report, Nevada County. It's like the 4th page or something like that. 3rd, 4th, 5th page, right around there. It's in the beginning. Attachments. It says, hold on one second. He said if the detective, it's right here. Detective Saunier. Sorry, guys. I just wanted to give you word for word verbatim what it says. It says attachments for photographs of the scene and the decedent, Kiely, refer to Detective Sawyer's supplemental report. What? What? Makes no sense, guy. Contradicts yourself in another statement right there. Like, how incompetent is this organization? It's mind blowing. No mention also of blunt force trauma to the brain from any type of an accident or from, again, even hitting the bottom on the ground of the lake. You never know how hard it went down, or I don't know, like I said, or an accident beforehand. No, there's no mention of that. Again, and like I was reading how underwater crime scenes are processed and whatnot, and looking into that, and it's stated that, again, same way as a crime scene above ground, that, again, you just take underwater cameras, and again, the scene's photographed. Like, that stuff's needed for a reason. And also in this report, he details the way the body is found and laying once the CRV is pulled out of the Prosser Reservoir and already flipped over and pulled out. That's the way he describes the body. That's not the way it was down under the lake. So that's not the way it was. That makes no sense, guys. But I want to hear what you guys have to think about this. That's it in a nutshell. Again, I was going to sit there and go over every page of this, but like, let's start with those incompetent things right there and see what you guys have to say about those. Please comment. Let me know who's your favorite NFL team. Please, everybody, let me know their favorite NFL team in the comment section below. And what do you think about this today, guys? Huh? Check out that incident report, guys, where it says it didn't take pictures, then refer to them for pictures. Like I said, she was not identified by fingerprints, dental records, or DNA. But we're gonna leave this up. We don't want. Please don't create a conspiracy about this. No, not a conspiracy. Like, they open themselves up to this stuff, guys. What the heck? Like, subscribe, and share. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Lots planned for the channel. Stay tuned. And go Steelers. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. That's what I want to hear. All right, guys.